And welcome back to Let's Play Dark Sun, Wake of the Ravager. When we last left off, we had stopped a Sim's evil schemes that would have brought in great misfortune to the Jan encampment. And by doing so, we were rewarded with not only tons and tons of treasure, which was pretty much the Sultan's entire treasury, but we also gotten a ton of experience, which is also pretty good. And now it's time to descend into the ziggurat. A plaque beneath the statue of Kalak describes his magnificent rule, though many of the words have been defaced. A narrow staircase leads down a dark tunnel. Now we could close up the statue, but I don't want to do that, as I'd rather climb down the stairs. So, yeah, anyways, let's go!
It seems these adventurers would overstep themselves. So much the better.
I'm pretty sure we can take care of ourselves, and yes, we are now down here, and we gotta be a little bit careful, because, yep! Remember what Notaku said about these guys being here? Yeah, well, here they are. And oh god, those are some serious crits! Sheesh! Anywho, I would like to tell a story about that, but first, we need to check out this grate. The grate is flimsily set into the wall. Will Atticus try to bend the bars apart? Now, the thing is, you need someone with significantly high enough strength, and in this case, Atticus has just enough to do this. And by pressing yes, with a grunt, Atticus tears the bars out of the grate's center. There is a small alcove beyond the grate. Perhaps someone has hidden something in it. Will Atticus look more closely? Why, yes, he shall. Atticus pulls out an object and sets it on the ground. And by the way, though that fair will reappear eventually from this thing, an outlet of some kind is in the wall. Yeah, we need to move quickly because I don't want to be around and shoot it! Oh, come on. Dang it! It caught up with us, and you know what, Alora, stand back and just... What the hell? Shoot! I guess you can't shoot while moving. And same with you, Atticus, or... no, selects that, that's what I meant. Oh god, oh god, don't hit! Nice! Alright, now, let's just smash this thing's teeth in and take them. As gruesome as that sounds, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and... Will Atticus bend the bars apart? Yes! And he tears them open, and we want to investigate and grab this. Now be careful when dropping characters in here, because I done that once and I managed to trigger a rather nasty bug, which really screwed up the textures. And here we have a cork, and that scroll we got is a scroll, one-use scroll of Cone of Cold. Produces a cone-shaped blast of cold. The spell's range and damage increases with the caster's level. That's decent. But now let's go ahead and actually go here. Nope. Come on. A little bit faster there. Ah, dagnabbit. It wasn't fast enough. But I do want to use this right here, because that's the only way you're going to seal up those entryways, or well, those, whatever those are, those outlets, that lets these things into the world. Oh boy. And more fair teeth. Nice. I think that's what they're called, fair. I guess so. But anyways, you know, considering Atticus got a bit of a rather nasty crit there, I thought I might as well tell a bit of a story that happened, which involves a Pathfinder campaign that I had just attended the other day. And, well, first off, before I continue, start that story, I do want to tell this, though, because it's kind of funny, but also kind of messed up. And, let's see, bend it apart, and yes, let's investigate. A skeletal warrior crouches here. And, yeah, that's, well, 9. But thankfully Atticus would be able to turn undead with that thing, and yeah, it's just got some chain armor and a metal longsword. Now, in this campaign, this Pathfinder campaign that I'm in, it's like in this place, purgatory or some kind. It's like, it's weird. It's like all our characters are pretty much dead. But anyways, this tale involves my character, Azrael Nemesio, who is a human gunslinger. And for those who don't know about guns in Pathfinder... Oh, hey, there's two guys probably having a conversation. Too bad we can't hear them because they're through the wall. But yes, oh, well, they seem to be done. And now those guys are going to have a private conversation. But yes, for those who don't know about guns in Pathfinder, they are freaking nasty because what's nice about them... Okay, there's another cork, and that also. Let's plug that up, and don't you do it! Oh, screw you. Yeah, that guy likes to unplug these things. But, you know what, let's talk to him first. This man looks haggard as if he hasn't slept in weeks. His name is Dream. Who is it? What do you want? Go away! I'm Atticus. Atticus, that's a perfectly lovely name, but not as lyrical as Corfelt, or Puddleblum, or... What have you done with Maligali? Why have you come back so soon? Maligali? Who is Maligali? He was here just a moment ago, or maybe it was yesterday. It all becomes one dream, you know. Tell me more about this Maligali. He was an adventurer just like yourself. He asked all kinds of questions, just like you do. But he didn't ask the one question you needed to stay alive. What vital question is that? Maligali never asked when it was safe to sleep, or where. When is it safe to sleep, and where? When is it safe? Never! Where is it safe? Nowhere! In your dreams! The man walks away laughing to himself. Yeah, that guy is crazy. Anyways, let's go ahead and tear open this crate. And yes, the thing is about firearms in Pathfinder, and let's see, in this one there should be, yep, Starfruit, which removes fear, which is pretty useless considering that when a character is frightened, they can't do anything. They just run away automatically. But yes, guns in Pathfinder are pretty nasty because the thing is... Let's just tear this one open. I'm getting all scatterbrained, so I might just end up getting scatterbrained with this, and we get a +2 longsword out of this. Yes. Anyways, the thing is about what makes guns pretty interesting is that they deal quite a bit of decent damage at range, though with most of the guns that you're probably going to get are like early flintlock weapons, such as like a flintlock pistol, blunderbuss, or muskets and things like that. Though muskets are by far the most damaging, since they deal a 1d12, and a pistol does a 1d4, or what? Well, not 1d4, 1d8 when it hits. And the thing is about the crit range on these things, on all firearms, well, for most of them anyways, is that they all pretty much have like a 20, so before you can actually confirm, and essentially confirmation, you just roll to see if you hit their AC again. But if you do confirm, most firearms have a ×4 crit range. Yeah, it's pretty freaking insane. So they can do a lot of damage, and in Pathfinder, when you crit, most of everything really goes by what the modifier is, the times multiplier is. And let's see, how good are we? You know, we're pretty good. And also, you got to be careful about this campfire, because sometimes one of your characters might have a nightmare, and that will summon a whole bunch of fares, which is pretty nasty. Now, let's just go ahead and... Too far. And yeah, essentially... Yes, now with my... Oops, sorry, hit the mic there. Oh, I'm going to get really distracted. But yeah, through this grate, there is a spellbook, and I don't want my party out. Thank you. I'd rather have them collapsed. Alright, and let's see. This is a spellbook of Scare. Yeah, we already seen that. So let's just learn it anyways. But yeah, with my character... Okay, first off, just got to be a little bit careful when going down here. Because... Oh, nothing. Let's see, what's in this crate? Let's see. And what's in here? Pulls out an object, and it is a broken weapon. That's pretty useless. But anyways, with this campaign that we were in... Now, 1d1, -2. Yeah, that's going to do pretty much jack all for damage. Though, thankfully, you can't heal them with that. That would be so dumb if you could. But, yeah. Okay, careful up here. Yep. Now, anyways, with my character, with Azrael and Nemesio, like, we were in this party, which had a dwarf monk. Oh, there's Dream again. If I put that cork, he's probably gonna... Wait, did I grab a cork? Laura, do you have it? Oh, crap. There should be a... There should be a cork back there somewhere. Did I miss one? That's still there. Oh, I think I know what happened. But anyways, we were going down this dungeon. Oh, there it is. That's where the cork is. We were going down this dungeon that was underneath the town, that was under the church. And down there it was pretty nasty because there was eventually, we came to a point where there was like, what was hilarious down the dungeon was there was this staircase. And by the way, yeah, you can't go this way. Why? The statue's alarming expression repels all who try to pass before it. Yeah, that's why it's this thing. Yeah, the thing is about the dungeon is there was this, like, ridiculously long staircase that we just ended up throwing a mattress down. Yeah, it was in something that, it was in a building of a rather seedy nature. And when we threw the mattress down, there was a whole bunch of traps that just went off, and it was rather hilarious. And of course, we went down, and then we had like a combat. There was like death dogs, like 2 death dogs, which are actually rather nasty if you get hit, because they have something called death rot. And it's not nice, because it damages your constitution. And unfortunately, our dwarf monk had gotten it. And oh yeah, we have an elf. We also have an elf witch, and let's see, a human paladin, and as well as a, let's see, oh yeah, a human bard, who just so happens to be Terry Crews. Yes, we have someone playing as Terry Crews as the bard. It's kind of hilarious. But yeah, I'm not going down that way because I don't have a cork, and I'd rather not. We'll have to deal with that later. But anyways, as we got past that fight, oh, I think that, oh, no, never mind. Let's see, yeah, as we got past that fight, we got in, we saw, like, these apparitions of ourselves, and essentially they were telling us, like, we've been here, it was like, and don't make the same mistakes and all that sort of stuff. Cryptic BS, if you ask me. And eventually we came up to this one room that had a hag in it. Thankfully, I was out of its reach of its gaze, but our witch didn't make it, but then again, she didn't really rely on strength, so it didn't really matter, and also, it was good that the monk and the paladin made it, because they were engaging it in combat, melee. But anyways, yeah. In order to get by the statue, you need to hit this lever. Now, a miss! Damn it. And there we go. That one. Yeah, I don't know if that uses up arrows, so I'd rather not. Oh, the wrong slot. Now, the thing is, as we were fighting this hag, the DM decided to have a freaking stone troglodyte pop up in my face because he was tired of me being a ranged character. And the thing is, of course, the troglodyte did manage to club me a couple times, but the thing that happened next was rather ridiculous, and it was also kind of messed up, because normally when you roll a nat 1, you miss. However, our DM likes to play things differently, so he rolled again, and with this time, it was with its full attack. The troglodyte, when it tried to bite me, essentially ended up putting my gun in its own mouth by accident. And I'll continue that first, but I just gotta show this off. Through the shimmering portal's gate, you can see the massive walls and cruel towers of Draxa, the dragon's stronghold. A glowing eye observes all who come close to it, the gate. And yeah, the thing is, if we try to go there, the teleport gate is dead. And seems like we got combat! But anyways, the DM just said that if I were to roll again to confirm, I essentially had a crit already set up for me, because the thing is about the, let's see, what do you have? Some coins and other useless gear. The thing is about, wait, where are you going? The thing is about, another thing to note about most firearms is that, or pretty much all firearms, is that they, is that they hit touch attack. or they hit touch AC. And essentially, touch attacks, they ignore armor, shields, and natural armor. Oh, that guy's dead. Ooh, nasty. Let's see. Oh, I want those coins, you know. Ooh, you got a bow, or you got a gem. Oh, that's only worth 75, though. Or that's... Oh, that's crud. And didn't get any experience, enough experience to level up. Anybody? Sad. Probably am. I should be pretty close. But anyways, essentially, I just had to roll confirmation. I rolled a 17. And being a gunslinger, I had full base attack bonus to it. And really, it is... Like, I had like a +7 to the attack roll. And let's just go ahead and deal with this Templar. Oh, don't you dare. Okay, because, yeah, you gotta be careful of the Templars, since they can dispel magic. You know what? I'm gonna have... you know what? Go in for the kill. Okay. And you just go there. Murderify him. And essentially, I rolled a 17, had a +7, because, we were level 2, and I had, like, a +2 to hit for my base attack. I had 4 dex, and I also had point-blank shot, which adds +1 to hit and to damage. Let's see, I want Halton to go up the stairs first for this. Because, yeah, otherwise I would have had someone like could have had a Laura at the front, but that would have been stupid. But yeah, essentially, I rolled confirmation. And my character has the Pistolero archetype, so I essentially was focused... Essentially, that archetype focuses on guns, or on essentially one-handed firearms. And selects that as level 11 druid. You know what that means? Yeah, she now has access to 6th level spells. She has access to Blade Barrier. Create a wall of circling razor-sharp blades that whirl and flash around a central point, doing 88 points of damage if the saving throw is failed. That's kind of decent. She also has Heartseeker. When the arrow created hits, flash the wooden tip sprouts as if growing. The roots seek out vital organs at first, killing instantly. That's actually pretty savage. Wall of Thorns. Create a wall of thorns that inflicts 8 points of damage plus an additional amount equal to the creature's AC. So the higher they are, the more damage they take. And here we have Harm. Infects the victim with a disease and causes them the loss of all but 1d4 hit points if a successful touch is inflicted. And we also have the Almighty Heal spell. Heals all points of damage suffered due to wounds or injury and cures all diseases. And I believe this is capable of curing feeble-minded. But anyways, I rolled damage to hit, and of course... got 21 on the total damage, and I used my up close and personal, and I was able to kill the stone troglodyte that fell on my gun. Yeah. Oh boy. Anyways, let's see. Award. What happens if we get close to it? A fiery wraith rises up from the floor. The flames gather into a woman's form. A voice speaks from a fiery mouth. You there! Go back to the sewer that spawned you! You cannot pass! Try to stop me. And she did, because she cast Wall of Fire, that fiery spirit. Don't go through there, unless you want to use Dispel Magic, because I believe that can get rid of it, but I'd rather not. More than once have I warned you, foolish mortal, about trying to enter my deadly garden. Who are you? I am Renika, second in command and mistress of the garden of his welcome arrival. I'm assuming you're talking about the dragon. You may slink away now, properly dismayed. Why do you block me from entering the garden? I do it for your own good. You might get hurt in there. What could hurt me in your garden? Thorns? Thorns? Fool! Do you know what defiler magic... Do you not know that defiler magic needs living plants to consume as fuel? Oops, sorry, I messed that up. As usual, defiler magic gobbles up all plants like a Braxit in an elf caravan. Under my care, the garden can take care of itself. Maybe you should see for yourself. Yes, please come up and walk in my garden, I beg you. No thanks, maybe another time. Yes, a stroll in the garden sounds lovely. Don't do that. The garden is actually pretty deadly if you go through it. Let's finish our conversation first. As you wish. I have nothing to say to you. And she summons another one, but yeah. I don't want to go that way, as I'd rather go this way. Bend the bars apart, and let us just go into there. Beyond the grate, there is a room. Enter it? Ah, yes, I would. And I'm getting through this all nice and handy-dandy, and also I should go ahead and restart the music. Now... Oh, hey, this music that I had that showed up for the most part. Now, if we go through here, there's a dude in a cage, and he's not doing anything, and there is a Templar body. Hello, I'm Atticus.
Greetings, Atticus. My name is Abelard. I'm sorry, but shaking hands is out of the question because of the plague.
What happened to you?
The Draxans have infected me with a magical plague. You must stay away!
Tell me more about this plague.
The Draxans call it Horas. Dozens of them worked for months to conjure it. Any user of preserving magic may contract this magical plague and spread it to others. It weakens the will and saps away your powers.
Ooh, Allura, stay the hell away!
It would be terrible if Horas got loose in Tyr. All preservers would become powerless before the defiler magic of the Draxans.
Is there any way I can help?
Yes, I am growing weak, and I fear I may not be able to hold out against the Draxans. I dare not let them take me alive. If I die, the Horus plague dies with me. If one of you has some fruit, you could toss some to me. That would help. We'll have to check and see.
Well, we do have any fruit.
Yes, one of us has fruit we'll give you. Thank you. It will save my life if you do so. Look through your inventory and see what you can to toss over to me. And...
where did the Draxans go?
There were about a dozen Draxan Templars not long ago, trying to figure out how to get me to leave. They couldn't think of a way that wouldn't kill me first. That vexed them to no end. They arrived by means of a magical box, like a big cabinet. When they left, they took the box with them.
Who's behind all this, do you think?
Who's behind all this? The Lord Warrior gives the orders, whoever he is. It's the woman defiler who carries out the orders.
And we already know who she is.
I'm sorry, I'm growing dizzy. Maybe we can talk another time.
And... tell me about the plague you carry.
I'll give you the full story. Stop me when you've heard enough. The Draxans captured me months ago, yet they did not kill me. After a while, when I heard incantations in the next room, I began to guess why.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a while, but please continue your story.
Sure enough, I began to feel poorly, and my powers began to fade. I guess they had infected me with the magical plague. I think they named it Horas.
So this is magical biological warfare. Great.
Please continue your story. My suspicions were confirmed when they left my cage door open by accident. I knew they wanted me to escape and infect the other preservers of Tyr.
Well, this guy is very, very smart. Please continue.
So instead of escaping, I gathered all my strength to cast a protective spell around myself. It's constructed so that in order to break it, the Draxans would have to kill me.
Ooh, quite the ultimatum.
But to kill me is to kill Horas too. They have been unwilling to do that, so far anyway.
Now, if this was a younger preserver, they probably would have doomed all of Tyr. And because, well, they probably wouldn't have been wise, and they probably would have bolted the second the door was left open.
Please continue your story. Well, there isn't much more to say. If you can get me some fruit, I might be able to outlast the plague.
Maybe we can give you some fruit, and...
bless you, just one will be enough, as potent as you can spare. Some grapes or a berry would do nicely.
Here, have a banana. That cures disease.
Thank you ever so much.
And I don't think this actually does take away your fruit. Do you still need fruit?
You already tossed me some fruit. Could you spare one more?
Yes, and we will toss some green grapes.
Thanks ever so much.
I'd better deal with the Draxans. Goodbye. And the wizard is dozing peacefully and looks healthier. Well, you gotta be a little bit careful about getting too close to him because it will hurt. But anyways, now, before I go ahead, let's just go ahead. And I'm going to want to actually... yeah, go ahead and save this here. And I'm going to want to get Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and let's see if Atticus is capable of doing this. Bend the bars? Yes. As Atticus snaps a bar out of the grate, he hears people talking in the next room. I'm not gonna go up. You've seen what kind of mood she's in. The Lord Warrior is going to flay her alive when he returns, and she knows it. But those assassins are loose. Who knows where they might strike now? Better go up into the garden with her. It's the safest place. I'm actually going to keep quiet and listen, because if you snap off the bars, eventually you will alert them. But if you actually have a thief that's strong enough, you can actually silently snap them, I believe. And though, of course, Halton and Atticus are neither a thief, so they can't do it. Let's see. Keep quiet and listen. You go up to the witch if you want. What if the Lord Warrior should return? Ever seen a Kashigara when he's really mad? I'm guessing that's what the Lord Warrior is. I once saw him take the skins off 5 defilers who didn't grovel quickly enough. Ugh, that's actually kind of gross. Reminds me of the Pathfinder campaign I'm in, because there has been some of that. Because I managed to actually, since my character actually has survival skill, a point in survival, I was actually able to skin some stone troglodytes, which have scales, by the way. I know they have stone in their name, but that's just the stone. They just have a stony appearance with their scales. Do what you want. The other boys and I will stay right here. Keep quiet and listen. Maybe I will go up with Renikia. The big problem right now is the cursed adventurers. She's got the power of the garden at her disposal. The assassins won't stand a chance. When she shows the Lord Warrior their blasted hides, he'll forget his anger. You know how Kashigara loves things like that. Keep quiet and listen. What if the assassins come through here first? What good will the garden do then? If they go up in the cabinet, they'll be inside all those defenses. If they come through here first, you and I will be dead. We'll have a better chance against them if we stand with Renikia. Do you hear something? I thought I heard something. And, yeah, all of a sudden I think you're right. Let's get to the cabinet and get upstairs. And keep quiet and listen. You hear frantic shuffling and then a door slams shut. Yep, they left. And let's leave the grate, which all of a sudden broke open. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and blow that up, because this time, however, we're just going to go ahead and bust through.
Would overstep
Yeah, blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah.
so much better.
Shut up, fool. I will skin you alive, dragon. And again, dragons actually do have, if you skin a dragon large enough, you can actually get some armor out of it. And oh, this music again. And let's see, da-da-da-da-da, blah-de-blah-de-blah. Break through the grates as fast as I can. Hush, did you hear something? It's the cursed assassins. I told you we should have gone up into the garden. Too late for that now. Prepare yourselves. They're coming in. Beyond the grate, there is a room. Enter it? Yes. And get ready. Because it's combat. And I hope they don't use the spell magic. And you run around like a headless chicken. And let's just smash their faces in! Yeah! Smashing faces for fun and profit! Go! Ah! Die! And let's just go ahead and use the bow, because I don't want to have Alora exposed to any attacks. And, well, that guy disappeared. And also, these guys have bone maces, +1 bone maces, and they also have wooden shields, and they have some coins. Those bone maces are actually worth quite a bit. Though if this was a Pathfinder campaign or a 3.5 campaign, that wouldn't be so much. Now, I remember once when testing out this place, I had a Templar just come out from behind the cabinet, which was kind of funny. Like, it was just like, peekaboo, I see you! Surprise attack! Yeah, you're no surprise round for you, buddy. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead. Halton gets the item, and... Yep. Halton gets the item, and there's a chest there, and there's also a chest there. But what where do we go next? Well, you're gonna have to find that out next time. I've been the Northern Star Dragon, and I shall see you in the next video.